Hope you're going well. Now today I am making my way to Paris. I just had to get on an early bus today. You see, my bus wasn't supposed to leave until 12:30, but they cancelled it. So I said, yeah, you got a couple of options. You want to leave at 7, 9, 11, or tonight. So I thought I'll go with the earlier option. My initial plan was to arrive at Paris at 10 o'clock and just walk around till early morning, but then I thought, nah, stuff that, I want to stay in a proper accommodation. So, I'm making my way to Green Park now, and then I'm going to walk to Victoria Station. Final Loudness. It's only 4:30 in the morning, and I feel like I've taken the kitchen sink. Like, I haven't cleared out my flat. I mean, I'm still living in my flat, but literally I've got 2 bags of clothes. I mean, this is my clothes bag, this is my personal objects, my technology, and then I've got a whole bunch of yummy goodies today I got from my work before I left yesterday, and we've got bread, no butter, powdered soup, coffee, medicines as usual. Yeah. So I'm just gonna enjoy this carrot right now. Yeah, what's up, Duke? You can't see me much right now because it's dark. Literally, it's 5 AM. It's coming to the end of summer, so it's starting to get like darker in the evenings, and it doesn't get lighter until maybe 6ish. It was just such a weird feeling when I first moved to England many years ago that in the summer you get up at 5 and the sun's already up. It's amazing. I don't get any like that in my own country, Australia. I didn't really want to be getting up this early, okay? I could have actually just cancelled my accommodation in Paris for tonight and just taken the night bus, as it would save me a night's worth of accommodation in Paris, but I really didn't want to screw around with this. If you are travelling from London to Paris to get a flight, I would best say give yourself at least 2 days. You know, I know it's a lot, but it's well worth what could happen if something bad occurs. An example would be, imagine if today all the buses were cancelled. I had to wait for tomorrow. So I would basically get on a bus Sunday night, get to Paris 5 o'clock the next day, and then I've got a whole day in Paris until my flight to Africa. Yes. And also, I'm not really a type of early morning person. The last time I left home early in the morning would be in March, when I had to go out to Bainbury to make the vlog on Ronnie Barker and Sandy Denny. It was worth it, I guess, because all those cheap train tickets, they only start at 6 o'clock in the morning, and that trip to Bainbury cost me 22 quid. Things are getting so expensive these days in this country. I really wanted to go to Littlehampton to see my buddy, who I haven't seen since October 2020. But the train fares were asking me for 35 quid return. I thought, you're joking, I spent only a tenner to get to Ford, and then a fiver to get to Littlehampton. Anyway, it looks like I'm closing on the Queen Victoria Memorial. It's amazing how when they had the concerts there, Brian May actually was lifted up on the platform above Queen Victoria's head. And also the Queen is probably in Windsor Castle right now, or maybe she's up in Scotland. It just depends. So it's Buckingham Palace behind my right shoulder. Queen Elizabeth is not home today. But it's starting to get light now. So you get this, is Palace Cafe, or you could call it Ace Cafe. A cafe and does fish and chips, but it is one of the worst restaurants reviewed on Google and TripAdvisor. Seriously, if you come here, you get food poisoning. The toilets are all run down. The food is absolutely urine poor. I wouldn't even feed it to a dog. That's what Gordon Ramsay would say. So yeah, just avoid Palace Cafe. It's all been done on YouTube, some of the viral videos about how bad this place is. So if you're walking around Victoria, don't go here. I mean, there's lots of other better places to go to. I mean, hell, even the McDonald's have better cleaning standards than this junk hole. Just 5 minutes past 7. Still waiting at Victoria Coach Station. Bus won't leave for another 25 minutes. But it looks like it's pulling into the bay soon. Maybe it's that one, I think. Yeah. I mean, hopefully it's not late. Flixbus have a habit of being late, I guess. The time now is 11:30 in France, and it's 10:30 in the United Kingdom, so I'm losing an hour today. Yes, my bus was late leaving London, Victoria. This is like the 3rd time Flixbus has messed with me this year. But unfortunately, normally when you go on Flixbus, they normally stop off at a duty-free shop on the way before getting on the boat, but today they just basically drove the bus onto the boat. If I can compare taking this boat last year, taking this boat now, there's just more people, but then again, it's a public holiday now, it's a long weekend, so people are getting away. Well, so I'm expected to get into Paris at 5:30 tonight. Just charging my phone now because I've had no option to charge my phone on the bus because I can't even reach the chargers, the sockets don't work, and this silly like lithium battery charger I bought, plug it in, it just doesn't even work. Must be the bad cable I got. Anyway, let's do some smooth sailing now. Yes, I've just left England behind, the white cliffs of Stover on the left-hand side. Now I can see the shores of Calais in the distance on the right-hand side. Okay, I'm in Paris. Paris Bercy. Just arrived after a long trip to London. And boy, am I glad that I've arrived now rather than 10 o'clock at night. Because it's the summer, sun's out, it won't be sunset till later, and I'm actually going to be walking to my hostel in the 17th arrondissement. Or 17R. Yeah, because I don't speak French, I prefer to call them like R, yes. Yeah, so this is the Bercy part of Paris. Bus station is back there. Got my bags of clothes tangled up in that bush right there. Yeah. So I've got a bit of a budget for the next 2 days, okay? Like, I've got 65-ish euros on me. So that provides my night accommodation for tonight. And then all my activities for tomorrow. I've already paid for my accommodation tomorrow, which is good. Because it's a nice place. I stayed here last year, 9 months ago. And yeah, so basically it's less than 48 hours until my flight leaves for Africa, for Southern Africa. Yes. But god damn, I'm so damn thirsty. Like, they weren't selling any bottled waters on that ferry. Like, the cheapest liquids I could buy was like a can of mineral water for £1.40. Like, this morning I stupidly paid like $3.40 for a latte at Starbucks at the train station. I was like, okay, I need a hot beverage to go with my pastries, so I'll give it a go this time. Even though, like, I don't always buy coffee because I used to work in a cafe. Yeah. Oh look, it's another Invaders was here. They're all like popped up all over Paris. So it's at this location on the 13th of November that one of the many terrorist attacks that happened here was in this actual location. And so there's 23 people killed here. And so many like different names, nationalities. I mean, that looks a bit German, Spanish. It's like Spanish. God bless. It looks like they're showing a movie about Diane Fossey, because that is actually her grave in Rwanda. I did watch Gorillas in the Mist when I was at high school. We didn't get to watch the ending part where she was murdered. Like, I was planning on going to that part of Africa on my trip, but unfortunately the doctors didn't give me enough medication, and I only gave myself like a month's time frame for a round trip ticket between Paris to Johannesburg. And I mean, I actually could have gone all the way to Rwanda overland, but I got lots of things I gotta do when I get back to London, so that's why I only gave myself a month away. I'm not regretting my walk up here today, because I've hardly had much sleep last night due to my last minute cancellation. But I am glad that I am walking the streets of Paris now rather than 10 o'clock at night trying to like wait for the morning day to break. So I feel like I'm in walking distance from where my hostel is. I'm only just a few more like arrondissements away and I'll be there. I mean, I saved myself €1.90 on this walk, but I just paid €1.30 at the bus station for a bottle of water. Seems overpriced. But you buy one bottle of water, you can refill it at many taps all over Paris. One of my Armenian friends in Australia was recommend that I go to Montemar in the 18th assortment. He said he had a really nice cellar there many years ago. I kind of believe that it's food good taste shouldn't be in a certain area of Paris, because good tasting food should be all around the world. The truth that I don't dine in these old little cafes over here in Paris is because they're overpriced. It's stupid. It's too much money. When I live in London, I only go to a Wetherspoons once a month or once every few months. And the only times I go to a Wetherspoons is when I'm not in London. It's like when I'm visiting friends in Stoke-on-Trent or Birmingham. So I've got a lot of food in my bag right now that I'm going to cook when I get to my hostel. I've got some carrots, I got sliced bread, I've got tomato soup in packets, I got biscuits, and I've basically bought this from my home in London and taken it with me. Like, okay, I do regret buying that stupid coffee at the train station today. I don't regret buying that soda water can on the ferry because I needed something to take my medication with, okay? But I just don't like paying top price for food and dining out. Specifically, like, if you dine out, it's gonna burn a hole in your budget. And I mean, I will dine out in South Africa, but in places that will seem cheaper to me.